Hello bearded bee people, welcome back to B&K Bees. Today we are doing more of what we have been doing over the last couple of days, which is putting the nuc splits into 10s, but today should include some of the colonies, or some colonies that we had dealt with on this channel previously, and that would include the Swarmy Nuc that I split into 4. Now, which one specifically, I could probably go back and look at that video and figure out exactly what boxes I put those splits into. I know that these two are a part of it. Those are the two that I put into 10. The brown was like that 2-framer that a couple people were like, well, why did you put it into a 10 if it was 2 frames? And then the blue was the swarm portion. I remember that. But there were 2 nuc portions out here somewhere as well that came from that nuc swarm. So I don't know. I'll probably, like I said, look at that video, see if I can distinguish which one came from those and indicate that during editing. But right now, as of right now, I do not know which one or which ones of these nucs came from that. So either way, let's get to work. One interesting thing to note is the fact that Katie just got done with weed whacking. So she weed whacked the entire area around these hives and around the fence, so that should make it somewhat interesting. Let's see how it goes. All right. Now let's see how these bees are going to deal with me getting into them shortly after the weed whacking. Looks good. Looks real good. I can see food on the tops of the frames, which is tremendous, because if you watch the video from the other nuc yard, you will remember that the majority of those were really pretty light because they just hadn't been taking the communal food that I had been giving them. These had not been taking the communal food that I've been giving them either. So I expect some of them to be light. It's nice that the first one I got into is definitely not light. This frame is heavy, capped on that side, uncapped largely on this side. Good, good. Eggs and young larvae in the center. Ooh, and a queen. My thumb is sort of pointing at her. Hopefully you can see her. Big old queen. Capped brood. Beautiful. Capped brood. Fantastic. Capped. Capped. What's up, Katie?
I got it.
Little bit of larvae in the center, surrounded by bee bread with some honey on the outer edge. Just gonna leave these open for you to pop.
Yep. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, agreed. drones? Why are there? I mean, the rest of the
They're all
box.
just right there, though.
Yeah, the rest of the box looks just fine. It's like a drone congregation area inside the colony.
I'll do that other one as soon as you're done with that one.
All right, so this box, I mean, it's got a lot of bees in it, it has food in it. There's a lot of drones hanging out on the front part of the box though, so that would indicate to me either that they're swarm ready and they're just creating a bunch of drones to try to contribute to the genetics in the local area, or they have some kind of issue or a portion of a frame that is just drones. Oh, but I'm no longer worried about it. That's a nice sheet of capped brood with eggs in the emerged section in the bottom, my left center there, which would be your right. Other side looks good as well. Capped eggs in the emerged area. Perfect. So I am no longer concerned about those drones, although it could definitely be an indication of swarm prep. Now, obviously, they don't want to make drones in order to have their queen mate with those drones. It's just sort of a community effort thing. They'll be getting ready to send out swarms, and other colonies nearby will be getting ready to send out swarms, and so they can sort of mingle their drones and queens. I'm getting stung on my arm. Beautiful. Capped.
Capping my capping?
Capped.
Oh.
Just booming. Just booming. No swarm prep. Just brooding it up. Eggs all over the place. Beautiful. I thought the queen might be on here, and she is. Right there. I have a few too many bees paying a little too close of attention to me.
What?
Nothing, I'm gonna get my veil.
Checking this thing on with so that we can.
Alright, so that one looks good. Brood, sort of light, but I have food frames for anything that's light. This one is less light. You can see a honey band on the top, capped brood around the edges, larvae in the center. Similar story there. Beautiful. booming. There's a queen. Fantastic. Beautiful. There's a medium frame and a deep box. This side has brood on it. Food around the edges. This is an old frame. It has been a long time since we ran mediums. We gave away those boxes probably like 3 years ago. Bees hanging out on the front of this one, and it's pretty light as we run into another dove. Dang it, just because, wow. What horrific luck on the camera these last 2 days.
For you.
Well, we had 3 doves in the yard yesterday.
And you had all 3 of them.
And I had all 3 of them on camera. We've had 2 out here so far today. I've had both of them on camera.
Yep.
Alright, so that one's not a dud. Okay, the outside frame, a lot of young bees. So I already know that there's brood in this hive without seeing any brood. You see the very light colored bees are young, blonde hair on their heads. I was born with blonde hair on my head. And like those bees, mine turned browner as I got older. That's gonna happen to those bees as well. Their coloration entirely is going to get darker. Brood, the brood that I knew was there. A little bit on that side.
That one's just waiting on an apple bar strip.
Yeah. Lots of young bees, lots of eggs and young larvae in the center emerged portion there. Young bees, lots of eggs. Beautiful. Yeah, thank you. All right, so we have gone through all the nucs. We put all the nucs into 10s, and we have left these 2 10s that came from that swarm stack. From that video, I will put a link in the description. I'm not 100% sure what it was called or when it came out, but it was about a stack of nucs that I had in the yard that swarmed off into a stack of boxes. And so I caught them on camera and I split them up into 4 boxes. These are 2 of those. Katie's gonna go through them with you.
Yeah, first thing I see, bees at the top.
This was the main swarm portion, so this is just not surprising that it looks good. I'm gonna go grab another box, in fact.
Yeah, they've really glued it down.
Yeah, boy.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. No. Alright, so first thing I see when I look in here, the tops are just filled with capped honey. Do a quick check to see what's going on in here. Super heavy, awesome. Tons of capped brood. Check it out. Yep. Alright, I am not even going to really pull out the rest of these frames. They seem to have really only worked with the frames that already had drawn wax on them. I'm going to checkerboard in a couple of these new frames that they haven't really been working on. Pop a couple of those in there. Not concerned with temperatures or anything like that because it's, you know, July and 90. We'll go with that. Recenter these. And then, like Brett said, we're just going to pop another one on top. You don't have any queen exploders in your truck, do you?
No, that's true.
Alright, and we're going to treat them with the Apivar. Slide it right in. Easy peasy.
Yeah, plus we can't really use Apivar with queen excluder and super, you know?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Hey, will you give them 2 Apivar strips? Sorry.
Yeah.
One off to the side, 2 frames in between, and then another one. Gotcha?
Yeah, one in the middle, one on the side.
No, 2 frames in between them. Both in the middle.
Oh.
Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yes. Alright. So Brett said 2 in between, so we'll go like this.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. Take a look at this next one. Whew, look at all those bees on the front and on the back. Yikes. Well, this one, it does not look like it's doing so hot. There's also not 10 frames here. Well, there's fresh eggs. No, not a ton of bees in here.
So there were 2, that was a 2 frame split.
Okay. Oh, then it is doing well. So yeah, yeah, it looks great then for a 2 frame split. Fresh eggs, drawn out some wax. They've got a band of capped honey at the top. Yeah, they look pretty good. I'm gonna add another frame in here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Hey, will you get me a frame out of that box, honey? Sorry. And we'll pop in 1 Apivar strip and we'll call it good. Yeah, you should see the front of it. Alright, so we are all set.
Yeah.
Good deal. Alright, so we're going to cut it off here. If you like what you saw today, click subscribe, comments, questions, concerns, leave them in the comment section. Get out there and have some fun with your bees.
See ya.
See ya.
Thanks for watching.